Critical race theory is about and against whites. Consider yourself in a state of denial if you don't both accept and deal with that reality. Denial is both dumb and deadly. For the purposes of making your way adaptively and smartly in a society that is systemically anti-white, you need to understand what distinguishes critical race theory from Marxism. I'll tell you right away. The distinction I'm about to make is all you need to know in order to reject this dumb Marxism drumbeat and make smart choices in your life going forward. So, here goes. Unlike critical race theory, Marxism offers up a class-based analysis. Marxism considers social class as the primary source of conflict in society. Critical race theory, on the other hand, focuses exclusively on race as the source of all oppression in society, but not on any race, mind you, but on the white race, or on what it calls white supremacy. Honest demons that they are, critical race theorists generally reject the term racism in favor of white supremacy as a conceptual framework for understanding race-based oppression, in the words of a critical race scholar. It is mainstream conservatives who cling to the comfortable racism generality to describe the thrust of critical race theory. They are the only dazed and confused sorts to complain about critical race theory's un-American, generically racist character. Strictly speaking, critical race theory is not really traditionally even racist. It's exclusively anti-white. It loves all races other than white. Critical race theorists don't even use the generic term racism, as their conservative adversaries do. These odious individuals use white supremacy to describe white existence. Irrespective of lives well lived, to the critical race critters, whites are on the wrong side of creation. Take that in. As opposed to Marxists, then, critical race theorists identify race, the white race specifically, as the primary contradiction in society. Critical race theory's central project is to make whites accept subservience, not socialism. Socialism is most certainly not central in the Black Lives Matter list of values. Socialism hardly rates a mention in the larger scheme of priming whites for dimitude, re-educating, intimidating, and subjugating whites as whites. Ask yourself this: if the practitioners of anti-whiteness, who already practice capitalism as consumers and producers in a market economy, if these anti-white critical racists converted to theoretical capitalism, would their anti-whiteness disappear? What do you say? Of course not. If you imagine dimitude means life as a second-class citizen, you were deadly wrong. You were optimistic. Dimitude, explains Jihad Watch, is the Islamic practice of extracting benefit or pleasure from someone whose life is already forfeit. That means, or differently put, white lives matter less or very little. If anything, for its failure to blame whites for all the problems in society, Marxism actually is often viewed as incompatible with critical race theory by some of critical race theory's critics from the left. Isn't that something? So, get this into your head. For conflict in society, Marxism fingers social class. Critical race saddles whites. You, if you are white.